morning, everyone. I'm reading chapter 10, Robbers. The night began to fade. Drake blinked. Everyone looked at Khepri. Her white scales looked shiny again. Her eyes were open and clear. She did not look sick anymore, just a little tired. Khepri, Anna cried happily. She started to run to her when... She does look much better. Bam! They heard the sound of wood breaking. Loud voices were coming from the tunnel that led to the hidden chamber. The robbers are coming, Anna yelled. We must get out of here. Rory balled her hands into fists. We'll fight them, she growled. Khepri and Wadi roared as 4 men dressed in black ran into the chamber. They carried bows and arrows, spears and clubs. When the robbers saw the dragons, they stopped, their eyes wide. Then one of the men started yelling to the others. The men raised their weapons and took aim at the dragons. They want to capture the dragons, Anna warned. Wadi quickly sprang into action. He shot a black beam of light from his mouth. The beam hit the first robber in the chest and knocked him down. Drake's heart pounded. He moved closer to Worm. Then the second robber stepped forward. He sent an arrow flying right at Khepri. No, Anna cried. Then she jumped in the path of the arrow. Chapter 11, Flying. Drake watched in horror as the arrow flew toward Anna. He dove toward her, hoping to knock her out of the way. But before he could reach her, the arrow stopped in midair, inches from Anna's face. Drake landed with a thud. He picked himself up and looked at Worm. The dragon's green eyes were glowing. Drake knew what that meant. Worm had used his mind powers to stop the arrow. The arrow fell to the floor and Worm wasn't finished. Next, the weapons flew from the hands of the robbers. They slammed into the wall, breaking into pieces. The 4 robbers floated up off the floor. Their legs dangled beneath them. They shouted at Worm. Drake could see the green light in Worm's eyes starting to flicker. Worm can't hold them up there much longer, he guessed. We must get out of here. Get on the dragons, Hebrew yelled. Hebrew and Rory climbed onto Wadi. Anna climbed onto Khepri's back. Drake and Bo climbed onto Worm. Wadi, blast the top of the pyramid, Hebrew ordered. Wadi aimed a black beam of light at the top of the chamber. A bright rainbow ribbon came from Khepri's mouth and joined it. The top of the pyramid opened up. Now we fly out, Hebrew said. Go. This is the arrow that they stopped. He stopped. Wadi flew up and Khepri flew up behind him. Worm stayed on the ground. The light in his eyes kept flickering. The robber's feet were almost touching the floor now. Drake saw that Worm could use his powers to do many things at once. He knew his dragons couldn't fly like the other dragons, but Worm could take them somewhere else in a flash if he was strong enough. Worm, get us out of here, Drake yelled. Worm let go of his grip on the robbers. They tumbled on the floor. Then they quickly got up, angrily charging toward Drake, Bo, and Worm. The dragon's eyes glowed green. Hold on tight, Bo, Drake yelled. 1 second, they were in the chamber. The next, they were outside the pyramid. Chapter 12. Anna's decision. Drake and Bo climbed off Worm's back. They looked up. The sun was just starting to rise. Khepri and Wadi were flying around. We can't stay here long, Bo said. Soon the villagers will wake up and we can't let them see the dragons. Drake nodded. Yes, said, and Griffith is probably worried about us. Khepri and Wadi glided down and landed next to them. Anna, Hero, and Rory climbed off the dragons' backs. They ran over to Drake and Bo. You made it, Anna cried. We figured that Worm could do his cool earth dragon thing and get you out of there in a blink, Rory said. Drake smiled at Worm. Yeah, he's awesome. Then the twin dragons flew up again and circled the golden top of the pyramid. Khepri and Wadi looked so happy together, Bo said. Anna sighed. I am so glad Khepri is better, she said. It's all because of Wadi. He knew how to heal her when no one else could. I really think we should stay here with him. She sounded sad. But she's your dragon, Drake said. She should stay with you. Anna took her head. I don't have a strong connection with Khepri, not like the one that you have with Worm. Your stone glows when you and Worm connect. Just like earlier tonight when he called to you, my dragon stone has never glowed. But Griffith said it would happen to you too, Drake said. He looked at Bo and Rory. To all of you. Anna had tears in her eyes. I might never know. I might not know. I might never know now. It seems like Khepri is better off without me. Hiru put a hand on her shoulder. Listen to Drake, Anna. I knew Wadi for a year before my stone glowed, he said. It takes patience. Drake turned to Hiru. You said you weren't a dragon master, but you have a dragon stone and your own dragon. How are you not a dragon master? Hiru shrugged. It is your king who has called you a dragon master. I serve no king. All I know is for many years my family has served dragons. When dragons come to us, we help them. King Roland doesn't want to help dragons, Drake thought. He just wants us to train them. We must go back to our kingdom, Bo said. Get back to our kingdom, Bo said. The castle will be waking up soon. If King Roland finds the dragons missing, Drake shuddered, that would be bad for us and for Griffith. He turned to Anna. We must go. Do you want to see Khepri? See if Khepri will come with us? I've decided that she should stay with Wadi, Anna said sadly. I will say goodbye. Let me call her. Seeing how many more chapters we have. I think I'm going to go ahead and go on there real short. Chapter 13, one last goodbye. Wait, Drake yelled. He saw something, the dragonstone on Anna's neck. It was glowing. Drake pointed to it. Bo, Rory, and Hiru all looked to turn to look. Anna, your stone, they cried. Anna glazed down at the glowing stone. She got a strange look in her eyes. Anna, what is it? Rory asked. I think I can hear Khepri's voice inside my head, Anna said. Everyone was quiet as Anna listened. She got a smile on her face. She looked up at Khepri flying in the sky. Khepri wants to come back to be with her brother one day, Anna said. Just like I want to come back with my family. But until then, she wants to stay with me in the kingdom of Bracken. I'm so happy for you, said Drake. Yes, we would all miss Khepri as much as you, added Rory. The sun was higher in the sky now. Anna, we must go now. We must go, said Bo softly. Everyone, including our king, will be waking up soon. Anna nodded. Come, Khepri, she called out. Khepri and Wadi circled the pyramid one last time. Then both dragons swooped down and they landed next to Worm and the Dragon Masters. Drake smiled at Hiru. Thank you for helping us, he said. Hiru smiled. No problem. Perhaps we will meet again. That would be nice, Drake said. He turned to his friends. Okay, everyone, just like last time, place one hand on Worm. Anna hugged Wadi. Her cheeks were shining with tears as she broke away. Then she put one hand on Khepri and one hand on Worm. Okay, Worm, Drake said. Home, please. Worm's body started to glow green once more. Chapter 14. A few seconds later, home. A few seconds later, the Dragon Masters were all back in the training room in King Roland's castle. Good heavens, a voice cried when Worm's When Worm's light faded, Drake saw Griffith standing in front of them with another wizard. Like Griffith, he had a white beard, but he was a head shorter than Griffith and twice as round. Griffith looked at Khepri. "My goodness, she is cured," he said. "When I saw Worm glow green and you were all vanished, I trusted that Worm would have know where to find a cure." "Yes, Worm took us to meet Khepri's twin, a moon dragon named Wadi." Drake explained. "Wadi cured her, just like it said in the dragon lore," Rory added. Here's the other wizard. Griffith put his hands together. "Wonderful," he cried. "Worm, you are full of surprises. He is very unusual, said the shorter wizard, stepping up close to Worm. "Dragon Masters, meet Diego," Griffith said, pointing to the wizard. "Very nice to meet you," Diego said. I have asked Diego for his help," Griffith said. "We have been trying to find out which dark wizard could have sent that red orb. I know only one wizard with a heart evil enough for this type of dark magic," Diego said. "His name is Maldred." Drake shivered. "Why would Maldred send the orb here?" "That's something we still have to figure out," Griffith said. Diego put an arm on Griffith's shoulder. Together. Everyone was quiet as they thought about this. Then the loud voice of Castleguard broke the silence. "All rise for King Roland." Diego snapped his fingers and vanished in a poof of smoke. Then the king stomped in with 2 guards behind him. "Did you heal my dragon, wizard?" King Roland asked. Drake thought quickly. If the king found out that Worm had taken them far away, he might get mad. Or he might try to use Worm's special power. What if he takes Worm away from me? Griffith made a potion and it worked. Drake lied. He pointed to Khepri. "See, I didn't ask you, boy, King Roland said crossly. But the king's frown faded when he saw Khepri. I see it's true. Good work, wizard. It looks like I don't have to replace you with another wizard. For now." Then the king and his guards turned and left. Griffith smiled at Drake. "Thank you," he said. "Will you tell the king about that dark wizard named Maldred?" Bo asked. There is not much his army can do against Maldred's dark magic," Griffith said. "It will be up to us to protect this kingdom." Rory snorted. "Vulcan won't be afraid of some old wizard. And Vulcan won't be fighting that wizard alone," Anna said, looking at Khepri. "All of us will help." Drake looked at Worm. He was proud of how his dragon had helped Khepri. "Yes," he said, turning to his friends. "Whatever happens, we're all in this together." And that's the end of the second book, Saving the Sun Dragon. I'm checking the new book. The next book will be Secret of the Water Dragon. It's this little bitty one right here. Well, you can see that, but that'll be our next book. I'll start tomorrow. Y'all have a good day. Miss you.